sure y'all hit that thumbs up button. Hey, shout out to Brandon, B Dog, 44 B Dog. I'm trying to. More people need to come in. Tried to stream from my computer with that shit, but I ain't got that shit figured out yet. Man, have y'all noticed in the past couple of months a lot of like just black men just been getting kind of disgraced or like just made seem like ain't got no sense. From Will Smith, the situation with Dave Chappelle to how black people, black women is reacting with Kevin Samuels. I'm like, the way the world's make it seem like niggas ain't shit or black people ain't shit. So, like, is it an attack on black? But that's always been, uh, that's always been the case for America at least. But just want to talk about it. Literally, I was just trying to come up with a title like that. I'm like, damn, attack on black popped up. I forgot today was Saturday. God damn. My lives usually don't be having that many people come in on the weekend. But, well, the title just ain't that appealing. But, because I don't, most people probably see this shit and like, oh, he probably talking about some racist shit. Nah, I just like, just noticing how these black men has just been getting, like, shit has just been playing out lately. From embarrassing to shit. Uh, Bashing people with death. Like, all this shit is insane. Fucking flies. I need to fucking get my fly swatter. Make sure I hit that thumbs up button though. And like the dude who fucking attacked Dave Chappelle, there ain't even no felony charges being brought up against him. Like that's kind of crazy. I mean, but then again, I ain't did shit with fucking wasn't no felony charges against Will Smith either. So hold on. Fuck is my fly swatter at? I can move it, just moved in and my shit's empty and I still lose some shit. I'm like, god damn. I need to work on that shit. But yeah, like haven't y'all noticed how like a lot of black men like just been getting like shitted on lately? Death ain't even like ain't even off hold. I'm like off guard, whatever you want to call that shit. Like motherfucker is bashing in life, death. Shit. But, yeah, where everybody at? tonight. Everybody. I should have meditated before I came on, low key. I forgot. So, might not be no long night either. Shit kind of slow. Where everybody at? Where everybody at? Should have put something more appealing in the title. Sometimes you gotta clickbait, like low key. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do to fucking like get the clicks, like shit. And then hopefully, like even you get. Sometimes I see a lot of people posting bullshit titles, but then when you get in, they give it a game. Like so, I'm like, I might gotta start really doing that clickbaiting titles. Like even if motherfuckers in the comment like, man, this shit clickbait, but still, hey, that's what it takes. Like half of fucking YouTube is fucking clickbait. Like so, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Like, hey, as long as people learning, that's all that matters. Shit. Like, if a motherfucker ain't clicking on the video because of the title weight, some shit they want to hear. That shit is like a waste of time, low key. I mean, I ain't gonna say it's a waste of time because somebody will always come and click the video. It's just people ain't here now live. But it is somebody here. I just can't see. I bet if I had my tarot cards, motherfuckers would be in this bitch. Like, shit, I probably should have did that. But, tarot cards up. Ain't it crazy though? Like how even though Kevin Samuels, a lot of people like didn't agree with his message was. Ain't it crazy how they were so angry and so mad that even when he died, like it was like, yeah, I'm glad you like. They were so happy and like for the wrong reasons. Like, damn, you could have just been like, let that shit go. Like, a motherfucker impacted you that. I think that too many people didn't even hate him. He probably was like a few people, but they just made it a trend to do the shit. Like they made it cool to like just hate somebody. Like so, the biggest thing, like I'm not a person who watched all his like content. I was aware of like I did watch some of his things, but he wasn't just shitting. I mean, not shitting on them, but he wasn't just talking to women. Like, he would talk to men as well. Like so, that's not truly highlighted when it comes to like, oh, he was making these women feel less than or telling them they couldn't get they needed to basically bring their standards down, but that wasn't really his message. His message was if you're gonna have high standards, then you need to live up to those high standards yourself. So if you ain't willing to put the work in, then you might as well just stay in your range. Like so, a lot of people don't want to hear that shit, but at the same time, like it's the truth. Like I said, I wasn't on like one of his stands or nothing. Like, cause I don't have those problems. I'm not looking for nothing. Like shit, I already got what I need. Like I'm damn near like shit. I know I'm a high quality dude. Like so, it's not even. I'm not looking for. Yeah, like I'm not on nothing. I already got what I want in life. So, but I do. I seen. Oh, it was a woman, very spiritual. Like she quote made a comment. She said, "The dudes that fuck with or love Kevin Samuels so much are the guys that was looked over in school. Women did them wrong. Like basically the guys that was basically finished last. So once they came across Kevin Samuels, it was like he was their savior. Like he was basically giving all these unqualified or all these dudes who got looked over. He was giving them a voice. So why is my daughter crying? Why is she crying? This shit crazy. Okay. I don't know. Uh, fucking daddy duties and shit. Oh, there's more people in here. Alright, had to go fix that. Anyways, before I was fucking distracted. But yeah, like I said, I wasn't like a Kevin Samuels fanboy, but I am a fan of the truth. Like so, when I would hear him speak, like all I would hear was the truth. Smoking on some Kush, OG Rascal. So, but it's crazy how like in these past couple of days or just past couple of months, or April and May, like black men has just basically been getting shitted on in front of the world. Like I wonder, I just imagine what the world looks at black men as far as Will Smith supposed to be one of the most uplifted black dudes you could think of, or like one of the most decorated black men you could think of. He fucking embarrassing us. Chris Rock, I guess you can say he stood up and didn't embarrass himself, but still, Dave Chappelle getting attacked by another black dude on stage. Then you got Kevin Samuels passing away, and then you look on Twitter, everybody, well, I ain't gonna say everybody, but it's a lot of hate. Like, goddamn, y'all making black men look bad, like just off the strength of fucking people's actions, and they got a name. Like, so it's crazy, but at the same time, like that's just the world we living in. Like, so you can't say, oh, it's some a higher power making black people look bad. Nah, it's like niggas make themselves look bad on their own. Like, the fuck, we got the biggest influence on in the world, yet we don't like we yet we leading the world the wrong way. Like, I was driving home the other day and like shit just through my neighborhood and the kids was fucking at school and white kids just doing the nay nay and I'm like, man, that's some black people shit. Like you see how black people just cultivating this whole fucking world, yet these motherfuckers are embarrassing to look at. Like if you watch, I ain't gonna say Love and Hip Hop because I ain't even watched that shit in I don't know how long. I don't know what the fuck on there. But I remember the last time I used to watch that shit, I'm like, this shit was always negative shit. Like what the fuck? Y'all can't fuck. Where's the black people you wanna see? Like god damn, you can't even say the Cosby shows. Cause look at the fuck happened to him, Bill Cosby. Like so. Damn, what fucking black influence, positive influence is there really out there? Like, now that I think about it, like who's leading, who got a clean slate for black people? Who's the spokesperson for black people? Like, so, I mean, probably don't need one. Shit, the fuck, you motherfuckers just gonna goddamn backstab and motherfucking sacrifice me like they did Jesus. Goddamn, it's fucking crazy. Shit can be embarrassing, low key. But then again, that's why I'm not like any of those people. So you said Dr. Umar Johnson. I seen some videos of him like just going off the hinges, like. Or but then again, they could have clipped those things up to make him look bad, like so. But it was like he even doesn't have like a clean slate. I mean, like not clean slate, but he has some negativity attached to him as well, like with the school shit. Like so, that's I never donated to the school he was supposed to be making, but to understand like I knew he was supposed to be making one then, and shit get made. But I mean I don't know. Like even it was another brother polite. He was supposed to be a quote unquote like woke conscious black dude. Yeah, he ended up getting embarrassed like on some shit like what the fuck. There's a prime example why we won't get anywhere. What, I'm tearing down black people, or am I just being honest? Like, I mean, I would love to see a black person in like, oh, there's one, fucking Louis Farrakhan, Minister Louis Farrakhan. But I'm not a fucking, yeah, like MLK, like they had shit on him, like damn, like it's like you gotta have some dirt on you to be on like a high, that platform, like it's like they gotta have some on you, something to control you, like. But Malcolm X, he was a real nigga, of course. But look what they did to him. Like so, I mean, like I said, the Minister Louis Farrakhan, but I'm not a Muslim, so I don't subscribe to those beliefs. I just know, like, as a black person, like when I do hear him speak, I'm like, oh shit, you could tell he has some knowledge and wisdom, and like he's obviously like in that position for a reason. But overall, like shit, even then, like they got him like blacklisted. Like so, it's like what who are the true black leaders out there, and are they truly like leading them right? Like, cause fucking what's the Al Sharpton? I know he was dudes a snitch back in the day. Like so, like the Reverend, like I know he just on some scam and shit. He said the underdogs. Like who's the underdogs? Actually, I was watching some DJ Vlad interview, but it was a dude who's a producer, and I guess his group is called the Underdogs. But as far as some people, like, is that like a secret society or something? But it's like all the fucking black men in Hollywood sold they sold, quote unquote. I mean, you had Nipsey Hussle. I mean, from my perspective, but even then he was gunned down at 33, like so. And then people would say, hey, his music wasn't all that, but like positive. But I'm like, if you really listen to it, you'll learn something. Those true. It is the ones that's behind the scene, and they don't want to be seen for the simple fact of what happens when you get put out. I mean, when you on a fucking platform, like so. Who want? I don't know. I damn sure don't want to be the next scapegoat in this motherfucker, because that's all it is. Like shit. And people that you see, the black people that you see that's famous or whatever, not just black people, but white people, whatever, they're all just scapegoats to a sense. So, yeah, like, Jackson. Somebody spit that man once. Oh yeah, 100% sure. True. I don't know why they hid your message, but I guess because you said pro-black, so YouTube was like, see, YouTube be on some censoring stuff. Like so, I mean, me and Michael Jackson come from Gary, Indiana. Like so, I was a fan, but not too much of a fan. Cause even then they tried to like smear his name. Like god damn, like you can't. They don't want you to not idolize, cause you're not supposed to idolize nobody. Like, but they don't want you to be inspired by no black man. Like basically, like shit. They always try to throw dirt on you some form of fashion. Like so, I'm trying to wiggle through this maze without getting no fucking dirt on me. Cause shit, Lord knows they'll fucking throw that shit. God damn, throw the fucking wall at you if they could. Like, but fuck it, whatever. It is what it is, right? Supposedly he was trying to end jail at my intelligence. They turned. Yeah, like so. I mean, I don't believe like he did what they say he did for off the strength of he was so pro-black. Like they really did was trying to stop him. Like so, they did anything they could to take him down. But to say like I can't say that Michael Jackson ain't never did nothing. Like I can't say he was just all squeaky clean. Like because I don't know that. Like but I do know like they was trying to like destroy him. Like so even to the day he died, like they murdered him. Like so I mean, damn, like the fuck you gotta do? Like how come you can't just fucking live your life and do the right thing and like shit, inspire the world and motherfuckers don't try to stop you. Like what the fuck? It's like people exactly like what the fuck? How come if I make $1 million, why I gotta sell my soul to do that shit to get it? Like I mean, but that's why YouTube is very uh, important today. Like, cause people is making millions off YouTube, and like like they ain't sold their soul for that shit. And they were very proud of this lady. Yeah, like I mean, like I said, I know some of those people are like super woke. Like I know they're super spiritual, tapped in. Jay-Z and Beyonce is some people I know they tapped in. But also like I don't know like 100% like I don't know 100% like shit how people get into those positions and like because at the same time like if you watch enough of those fucking Illuminati videos, some of them bitches is very convincing, like low key, like it'd be having you wonder like, damn, is this shit true? And it cannot be true. That's the whole thing about like throwing dirt on somebody's name. It don't even have to be true, but is people gonna see that on you like it's like a stain for the rest of your like career or life, whatever it is. Like so, it's like damn, like I see why people don't want to fucking like snow not Illuminati. Yeah, I feel like the Illuminati is some woke people who know the truth and like I just they it's called they're the illuminated ones, like they're enlightened, like so. I mean, people would consider me like a lot of Christians, like they be like, man, this motherfucker is the devil. When he's on, like that shit, that shit, get that shit out of here. Like, but at the same time, I just know like who I am. I know why I'm like what my purpose is. My beliefs is not of the average person's beliefs. Like, yeah, I believe there's a creator, like, but I don't know. Like, I don't subscribe to no religion at all. I'm a Christian anymore. Yeah, like I can't go by that term. But most people was if I don't speak nothing about spirituality or nothing, if I don't never say nothing about my beliefs, people would think I was a Christian, like low key. Cause I grew up in that household, like so. I was kind of brainwashed to a sense, but kind of had to re-wake myself up and like relearn, like let go of all that shit. So now I tap into like all type of shit and like just learn from everything and everybody I can and just keep that shit moving. Like I'm not about to be sitting in nobody church, nobody nothing. I'm not about to be praying to nothing on the outside of me, like cause I don't know if it's there. Like I know what's on the inside of me. Like shit, about spiritual. Actually, it's helping me grow my knowledge. Exactly. Like so, astrology and numerology. I'm definitely into that. Like so, I do those. I do tarot videos and shit. I was raised Christian. This shit is Marcel. You said she bad and smart. But I definitely was raised a Christian. Like, but then like, if I felt like I had learned everything that I need to learn while I was in church, and then it was time for me to like to evolve up out of there. Some people would be staying stuck their whole life in one spot and just never evolve. Like I'd be like, hell no, I can't do that shit. I gotta grow. I gotta. Being in church made me feel like I was limited. It was like I felt like I was in a box and I couldn't fully reach my potential because my potential was outside, like my beliefs is outside of fucking religion. Like the shit that I think and the shit yeah, the shit that I think and talk about, like no Christian would never talk about those things. Like shit, I be questioning everything. When I was a Christian, I couldn't question nothing because it was like you're not supposed to question God, you're not supposed to question your beliefs, none of that. Like so, now that's the opposite of what I do. Like so, I mean, it's I still go back to the Bible and like read like because you can always learn from it. Like I said, I learn from everything. I read everything, and like, but I will not sit nowhere. Exactly. I felt bad about just being born. Like, god damn, I'm sinning and like it's in me to sin. Like shit, I the fuck I couldn't help it. Yeah, so I wasn't even in no mega church. I was in a small church and that shit was like the worst. Like so once I left that, I was like, oh yeah, I'm done with that shit. Like so I need to go find like my truth instead of somebody else's truth. Cause I'm black, so that means my ancestors who were slaves, like the Bible was what was controlling them, keeping them put. Like it was making them stay obedient to the fucking slave master. So I'm like, that ain't my fucking religion. That's their religion. The best church I ever been to. I mean, I'll say the best church I ever been to was none of them. Yo, nope. Let me stop. Let me stop. When I was in boot camp, when I was in the Marines boot camp, like every Sunday, that would be the best like church service I ever experienced in my life. like for real. Like that was once I got out of boot camp, that was shit was over. But like I said, I don't shit on people's beliefs because I'm like people like ain't no point of that. Start your own in your house and raise my children like that. Slave man, put exactly. So that's why I work for myself. Like so, I don't work for nobody because that shit is just all the same. Motherfuckers just ain't got that. But they giving them that small ass paycheck. I used to think like, man, one of my last jobs was at the casino, and I was a dealer. And I thought I was making a lot of money for myself until like I woke up and I'm like, man, the CEO don't never show up in this motherfucker. He making 15, 20 million a year. Like, what the fuck am I doing wrong? Like, fuck working for this motherfucker. I need to create my own business. So like shit, one day I'll be able to do the same thing, kick back. Like so I figured out like shit what was gonna work best for me and that was gonna not working for nobody else. Like so shit. YouTube is paying. Why not fucking like get on here and make videos? So what's going on here? Well, we was talking about how like shit, just the black man has been just being getting disgraced in these past 30 days, I would say. Like, this is a big scam. They get rich. Yeah, like so, I'm trying to get rich too, low key. Not low key. Like, if you know me, you know me. Like shit, I'm trying to get to them where they at too. Like so, I can play a game too. Cause that's what it's all about. It's once you get to those like high millions and shit, like that's where the power really kick in. Like that's when you really see who got the power. I'm not saying this. You don't deserve to be attacked for any reason, but I feel that to consider that what he said was hurtful, he should apologize. the kid that situation. Somebody that was the second time I heard about the Kevin Samuels situation being spiritual. Like they said, the divine feminine killed him for what he said did. I got my own opinion on that. But Dave Chappelle, what he said, like he said plenty of things that like about. I mean, less. I mean, we can go there about what he's talked about in his shows, but at the same time, it's always been comedy. Like, so he's never like pointed somebody out in particular without talking about himself as well. Like, so if you watch Dave Chappelle comedy show, like he'll talk about black people, white people, straight people, like just he talks about it all. Like, so here we go. It's the cuss word. Words are just words. Definitely words are just. But some words can be cutting and like hurting shit. Shit is religious. Black men have always been under attack. Yeah, I did say that earlier too. Like so, I just needed a title. Nah, I just needed the title low key. Like I just knew like that was gonna. I mean, that was what popped up in my head low key. But it's only about these situations that's just been recently happening, and like how there's no you can't really name not one black person who don't got no dirt on his name if he's like in a high position, like if he's supposed to be leading. I feel like Kevin Samuels when he passed away, like it was we all gonna die one day, like so he got famous, yeah, but he died with like it seemed like he died quick right after he got famous. But you don't know, like if that was just how his life path was supposed to be. Like shit, he because as you can see, he didn't. It wasn't like he was famous off of like being no type of celebrity, like nothing like so. He actually became famous just off of what he was basically been doing for I don't know how long. Like so, he got on not only women, but he got on men as well. Like so, like I said, we all gonna die one day. Like we all gonna die one day. Like so, if it's, I mean, yeah, you got when you got a whole bunch of people wishing death on you, like shit, that'll probably speed up your death. But at the same time, like we all gonna go. I believe system should help us. Nothing good. That is wrong. Yeah, true. I can't disagree with you on that one. That's right there. We'll talk this. Watch online. Yeah, that's 100% true, Alan. Where are you watching? I watch him on like just seeing his stuff pop up on my channel. I mean like up on my timeline. Like so, his viral things. Like that's how I was able to like just to know I got my perspective on him, not bashing him like I wasn't a hater of him or I wasn't a person like championing him because I'm a person like we all got a purpose, right? Like so, if you came here and you doing what you supposed to do, you supposed to one be known for what you're doing. I mean, for what you did, and like shit, you're supposed to inspire the world. Like you're supposed to change people's lives. Like he changed a lot of men's lives, not just men but women too. Like there's videos where women like, man, he changed my life. Like so, if you come down on this planet and you do that, fuck all that other shit where people was hating on you and fuck all that. You did what you came here to do. Yeah, I ain't supposed to have no motherfucking people who love me 100%. I'm supposed to have haters. Like so, man, I look at him as like he came here and he did what he had to do and he was out this bitch. What I need to live till I'm 70, 80 before. Like especially if I'm sick, I'm going through shit internally. Don't nobody know. Like so, people defend Dave Chappelle, but not just. So, yeah, you know mistake, but he used his platforms. I mean, some people uh, was riding for Jesse, like it was, but the majority was shitting on him too. Like so, but the money increases, I saw a lot of his new companies saying some questionable stuff. Content. I'm a fan of I'm a fan of Dave Chappelle because like I grew up on Dave Chappelle. But that don't mean I'm gonna agree with 100% he say, 100% he do, because once again that's a human. Like, so I don't. Once again, when closed doors happen, I don't know who that man is. Like, so I'm not about to sit here and ride till I die for no celebrity. Now, this motherfucker don't even impact in my life in no way. But I got a media company, so I have to talk about this stuff. Like, it's gonna pop up. Like, so I mean, this is just what I chose to do for my profession as far as YouTube. Like, so you say Jesse is a race baiter. Mm, he did stir up a lot of race shit though. Oh, black men are gonna attack. Kill black men. The systems take them out of home. Understand. I mean, like I have no issue with religion myself. You said I seen this is your second time saying that, so you probably wanted me to see that. But I like I said, I grew up religious, but I'm not no religious person. I'm not into it. The constant separation between the body. That's what I want to get on. Like, is I've been seeing a lot of separation between black men and women through these different podcasts and shit, like the Fresh and Fit podcast, just different things where they got men against women, like black men against women. I'm like, what the fuck is y'all like? Why is y'all trying to get one up each other? Like, man, it's supposed to be like men and women together. Like, what the fuck is y'all getting this shit twisted for? Like, but social media has, of course, played its part in that. Like, so, I mean, I'm not about to sit here and like argue with no motherfucker about like why they are the way they are. Just to watch Cat Williams and Dave Chappelle when I was young, but I don't agree with. Exactly, I used to fuck Cat Williams. I was a big fan of him. Like, I was, yeah, like so. I mean, it's crazy. It's a crazy world we live in. Like, but that's why I've never been the type to always want to be around black people. I never wanted to be no activist for Black Lives Matter. I never believed in that shit. Like, cause I'm like, I grew up around black people. I'm from Gary, Indiana. Like, so I seen how your family are. I seen how supposedly friends are. Just black people in general. So I'm like, man, you always got to watch your back with them. Like, so, but I'm also a person who like I fuck with white people too, but I also know like shit they could be conniving too. Like I see the good and the bad with everybody, so I'm like, man, I just need a balance. I don't need to just like I couldn't ever move to Atlanta like because there's like too many black people for me. Like that, like I don't know. Like I see shit kind of different. Yeah, it's all for one person. I mean, that's what the media for. That's what they've been doing for years, like making it seem like the whole world is like one race. He said go to Miami. I'm in Vegas, so Vegas is pretty diverse. That's why I'm like, it's cool out here. Not outside. Like that's 100% true. Like so, but Vegas is very diverse. I love it out here. Like shit, it just don't rain enough for me. But I went to a truck school in Miami for like a month, and it was like pretty lit. It was hot as hell, but it rained, then it stopped raining, rain again, stopped raining. I'm like, God damn. Says in the Democrats profit off our death. Sure, when we die, real talk, they put a portion. Yeah, I'm not a Democrat, like, so yeah, like, I don't fuck with the Democrats like that. I grew up with, supposedly I was supposed to be a Democrat, but that's because programming. Of course, I mean, it both have the inside and the outside count. I'll say it's a little. It was 90 something degrees outside today. Like so, it's in the wintertime it be getting around like 40, 50 degrees. John said flat Earth. So, John, I want to ask you, why do you believe it's a flat Earth? Like, what makes you think it's a flat Earth? Me, I don't. I've never left the planet, so I don't know if it's flat, round, square. I don't give a fuck because I ain't getting out this bitch until I die. Like, so, hey, shit don't matter to me. He said, get up and go see. I've been around. I traveled the world on plane, boat, like car, like shit. I done traveled all around, like so. Said knowledge and perspective. Yeah, I appreciate it. Said you from Scotland too. I want to visit Scotland, but like I said, I don't. I actually watched a couple of documentaries on like the flat Earth theory, and I'm like, I see why they believe in what they believe in. Like, but they didn't convince me like that. This motherfucker was flat. Said Trump about Trump. Trump easy. Trump. I believe what my science book told me in elementary school. Also, the other planets in the solar system. I mean, like shit. I know there's other planets and solar systems out there. He gave me a choice: Trump or Biden. Like shit, I'm gonna choose Trump over Biden. Shit, I think Biden just as controlled. I mean, I feel like Trump said enough like that was out there, like knowing like shit. Hey, he got my vote next time if he try to run. But then again, I don't really vote like that because I don't give a fuck. This shit is all a game. It's like looks like a crackhead. It's probably a crackhead. This thing is an example of a sheep. I mean, like shit. If I'm the example of a sheep, then shit, I love to see the shepherd. Cause I ain't seen nobody who put me on. He said Trump a puppet, but that's the first time I ever been called a sheep. When I was in church, the pastor was like, he called me a wolf in sheep clothing, cause he knew I wasn't supposed to be in that bitch. Cause I do not follow. Oh, you said you mean Blue Oak, not you. Do some research on Biden. I mean, Biden just he ain't my vote. I ain't to vote for the nigga. I like I said, I ain't no Democrat. Like so. Just listening to Eagles. I'm from Gary, Indiana, but I live in Vegas. Like so, from the slums, and I just moved. Well, I've been out here for like some years, but yeah, this shit is fucking. Talking about black man not biting the Trump. Yeah, this motherfucker did switch from goddamn Kevin Samuel and Dave Chappelle to motherfucking goddamn Trump and Biden. But, but yeah, like black people stay getting embarrassed, and this ain't even like 6 months in. We ain't even 6 months in. Oh, now y'all talking to each other. Like, but I've been to I went to New York one time in 2012 when I was in the Marines for Fleet Week, and we went to Times Square and shit, Manhattan. Man, it was so crazy. Like if you going on Times Square, and you turn down one block and it just be like completely different and shit. I'm like, oh shit, this shit crazy. Like, so I've been a few places in the world. I'm definitely a traveler. Like so. That's why I can't get stuck. I can't. I hate feeling stuck. But black man, yeah. Why does it seem like shit? We get the short end of the stick when it, on this fucking this planet. Like god damn. They every single black person we had that was a quote unquote leader or what they either had dirt on them or they killed them. Like, but then, like somebody mentioned it before, like, of course, you got the people behind closed doors that's making an impact, or behind the scenes that's making an impact. But it's like, damn, why do we gotta resort to not being seen to make an impact? Like, what the fuck? But then again, low key, ain't that how the quote unquote elite is? They're behind the door. You don't know who the fuck they is. Like, so why do we want to be seen so much? Is the thing. Like, why do black people want to be seen? Because God damn it, them motherfuckers is everywhere. Like TikTok, I mean, you always got black creator or black people doing something. And why do you motherfuckers want to be seen so much? Like, so I always wanted to be behind closed doors, like, just how I move, because I'm like, ah, shit, I'm a private person. But then I have to realize, got to get on YouTube off the truth of this is the day and age we live in. Like, motherfuckers don't want to just listen to a podcast without video. They want, for some reason, they want to see a motherfucker talk. Like, so that's why the only reason I get on live every day is like for the brand, like for Positive Minds Only. Like, that's the only reason I do this shit for, to get these watch time hours up. So we created this world. We definitely created this world. Like, so we just don't know it. Well, some people know it, but the ones that's got all the power, the fucking rappers and shit, the motherfuckers don't truly know their power. I don't do TikTok no real, but that's just me. I make music sometime. I'm not a rapper. I do it just when I feel inspired to make a song. Like, so, and that's probably once a year, if that. Like, so, but nah, I don't, cause I never want to be known as a musician. Like, fuck that shit. Hell nah. It's something about being known as like a rapper. Like, I don't want that stigma on me. Like, so, I ain't no doctor, but I ain't no fucking rapper. I ain't no basketball player. Like, so, I like to think of myself as a philosopher. That's what you call it. I call myself a philosopher. Like, so, just a motherfucker who gotta get on his camera though, cause goddamn, that's the way the money at. I'm telling you, you can make $1 million by posting on YouTube every day. You can't even tell mama. Slaves who black men to delete this. Talk. Hmm? Your girl is gone. That's the only reason why you was here. Candace Owens, Ben Carson. Uh, can't they be shitting on Candace Owens and Ben Carson? But yeah, Candace Owens, like what she believe in, like is different. Like she's not conforming to like what the normal black person is supposed to believe in and think. She don't act like that. Like, so some people see her as like kissing up to the Republicans and white people, but I feel when I hear her speak, I hear her speak like, yeah, nah, she's the way she comes, she like, y'all want me to be just like a Democrat because that's what black people is. So she's like basically doing the opposite. So I'm not truly into politics, but I see when I see certain things, that's what I pick up on. I pick up on small things, so that's what I picked up on her. Like shit, she just not conforming to what they say black people were supposed to be. Like shit, cause growing up, shit, I thought I was supposed to be a Democrat just off the back of like shit. I was black or something. Like I thought all the rich white people were Republicans, and like the black people were like fucking Democrats. But I'm like, what the fuck kind of shit is that? I don't fuck with Al Sharpton either. Like, so, Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, none of them niggas. Get them niggas out of here. What the fuck have they been doing for black people? What the fuck? You just love to say the most offensive things to innocent people. But who's really innocent on this planet, right? Unless you're talking to a kid, a child, who's really innocent? Nobody. Everybody got some fucking shit that they trying to hide. Well, I don't. I ain't got shit that I'm hiding. But overall, most people are hiding shit. Most people are not innocent. They act like it. They when they go out to the public, yeah, they the best person. But how do you know these motherfuckers is innocent? Slap the taste out of Al Sharpton like, dude, Chris. Somebody gonna like, man. Al Sharpton is funny as fuck. I don't even pay attention to him like that. I just knew like he was a scam. Like the motherfucker was working for the FBI, like setting people up. Like so, you can't trust nobody like that. So they put people in those positions for a reason though. Like it's a reason why they gave him that position. Cause I ain't never seen that motherfucker preach in the church. Like what the fuck? What's your name, Reverend Al Sharpton for? What's the name of your church? Like so, but I don't know. I don't believe in none of them people. Reverend Jesse Jackson, like, why is these niggas all reverends? Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know. There's probably a science to that shit. Like, I probably gotta go by reverend. I'm like, hell no, fuck that shit. I'm cool. I'm not trying to be like them niggas, act like them niggas. I don't want them niggas' positions, none of that. All that shit. You look like Paul car sales into nigga. Is he's skinny now too? Like in the past, he used to be fucking fat as fuck, right? Like so that's when he man, bro. You could tell, Buddy was on cocaine. Probably still is. Look at my payroll statement. I see it. But I hear that. It, that's why he got that name Reverend. Like shit, and pastors they don't pay taxes. Like shit, that shit is all free money. Like so, I knew you was talking about Al Sharpton, but it's like yeah, why ain't there no fucking black people that's fucking good like people? Snake name, shit gotta be shit. It gotta be, cause that motherfucker is not. I ain't never seen that motherfucker preaching on one sermon. Ooh, Denzel Washington. I'm glad that you mentioned him. Denzel Washington. I ain't got nothing bad to say about him, except he got shot in the ass on training day. But hey, that's acting. That's a role. But yeah, like Denzel Washington is one. Lil Wayne, come on, you trying to be funny right now? Like they be shitting on Lil. They been talking about Lil Wayne like from jump. Greatest, one of the greatest rappers that ever did it, yes. But is he escaped? Like, if do he got dirt on him? Yeah. Like so, Denzel Washington is the only person that like has been brought up that shit. I ain't heard no. It wasn't no dirt on his name. Like so, but Lil Wayne is definitely like a goat for sure. Like so, but it's yeah. Say that didn't go. Accountable. TD Jakes. I mean, what was? How could he? How could a grown man hold another man accountable for like something he ain't got nothing to do with? Like shit. TD Jakes. I don't know. I don't believe in pastors and shit like that. Like especially with mega churches. I just it's something about it. Like I don't believe them. I can't trust them. Like so. But Denzel Washington was definitely. I mean, if we want to go like say some people who like made it through without dirt on them, Chadwick Boseman, like, shit, he was pretty dope. But those are actors though. Like, how did they change the world on a national, like on a worldwide level? Like, I don't see there's even though Denzel is a great man, like I don't see thousands of black actors that's trying to be like Denzel. Like, it's still like Denzel is one on one. Like, who did he inspire? Like, I don't know. What did he create? I'm more into creators. Like how Steve Jobs, or Steve Jobs didn't create fucking Apple, but just how his mind works. Like I'm into like innovators. Like so, that's what I'd be more looking to. Like who's the black innovators? Like it's the dude on Shark Tank. I would say he's one, but Damon, I think that's the creator of Fubu. But it just shot over your YouTube feed. Oh yeah, they do that to me. Yeah, off the strength of what I be talking about. So, but I still be getting like, I mean, I'm getting views. Like so, whether it's 100 views, 200, I don't give a fuck. Like, cause at the end of the day, like that means somebody is watching me. Like somebody tuned in. Like so, if 100 people click on my video, like just think about it, 100 people took their time to click on my video. 100, that's a lot of people. Like so, I mean, like some people be thinking like, oh, I need millions of views. No, all you need is a view. Phone. Jackson. Hey, but you're still here, so can't reject what's meant to happen. Like so, of course there'll be fucking things that try to stop you, but sometimes I think that Kanye West tried to be something. I mean Kanye. Thank you for mentioning Kanye, cause I fuck with Kanye. I don't fuck with his music like that, but I fuck with his mindset and like just how his shit works. Like sometimes he say a lot of things I don't agree. Once again, I'm not a yes man, so I don't agree with everybody saying what they do. But like just overall how he operates and like what he's done, like Kanye has definitely like is one of the greats to do it. Like, but you see, they put him in the mental hospital to make sure like people said he was crazy. Like so, I mean like that made me start paying attention to him more when that happened because I'm like, damn, why y'all, what y'all trying to suppress? Like, what y'all trying to hold back? Like why, what y'all trying to stop him from saying? Like, so for him to always like speak his mind, I fuck with it. Like, thinking black man, I need to follow mine. Yeah, hey, and that's what I do. That's why I be on live every night because this shit is unscripted. Like so, and I don't care about being fucking the most popular in the world. Like I ain't trying to lead nobody. Like so, shit. I'm just trying to get some bread. Like encourage people to do the same shit. Like y'all can get paid, especially off YouTube. Like shit. There's millions of damn, if not, yeah, I say millions of YouTubers monetized already. Like so, and they all eating. Like so. Why sit and watch somebody else all day when you could be getting paid just watching yourself? Because that's what I'm basically doing right now. I'm watching myself on the camera, and I got people in here like to help keep the conversation going. I fuck with Jesus, like so. Like I said, I ain't religious either, but for a person to come on this planet and like do it like he did it, I'm like shit. Hey, you gotta fuck with that. Like so, but I ain't no religious person. Like that's what I'm trying to. Cause Jesus was instant manifesting shit. Like he was saying it and it was coming happening right there. Like so, I'm trying to get to that level of thinking. Into this guy's chat online. A lot of people's closed-minded, yes, for sure. Like definitely a lot of closed-minded individuals, but that's because they don't be wanting nobody to change the way they think. They don't want. They're off the back when you got different opinions and like beliefs as a person. Their first thing is to reject what you got to say. Like so. Like, oh, you think it was a murder? Like so, yeah. Shout out to Anthony coming through. I seen like they've been just, the is all that negative shit they've been putting on Kevin Samuel's name is crazy. Like shit, it's like damn, y'all really hated that man that much? Like, cause you know a person is doing something right when the world, I mean not the world, but when there's a lot of rejection, when there's a lot of like pushback, that's when you know somebody is doing the right thing. Like so, me, like I got a lot of pushback in my life when I started changing my beliefs because I was denouncing like my religious beliefs. So I was doing the right thing by denouncing something that was meant to keep my ancestors who were slaves oppressed. So like more people woke up now, but when I first started waking up, like I was telling people, hey, fuck your beliefs. This shit is fake. This shit is to keep you stuck. Like now, I just let people believe and do what they want to do. Like shit ain't got nothing to do with me. So now let's have the conversation. Hey, I'm always down to have conversations. But like I said, I don't shit on nobody's beliefs, but I used to, like when I first woke up. But that was just me learning. I call him any of those names. No, I didn't think it was. I don't even know what names you talking about, low key. Shout out to YMCMB. We were just talking about Lil Wayne. But ain't no telling how they'll fucking react to me when I like, cause I know my channel is blowing up, so I know it has the potential to put me in like with those big names, so I just know like the world is gonna look at me like, hey, this nigga is fuck him and fuck everything he believed. Do not follow. Like it's gonna be a lot of blowback with me. Like I don't expect the world to love me, but hey, I don't give a fuck. Like I didn't come here to fucking be with the crowd. You see what I think? What I think about what? Do I think that Kevin Samuels was murdered? I don't know. Exactly. That's what I do. I believe. I think for myself. It ain't been 10 years though, but still. That was loud. Hey, I'm all that. This is the place. How I feel about that? I feel like that's some fucked up shit, but at the same time, it's something like it's new, like it's new, like crazy for me to say it. It's fucked up for people doing that, but like this is something I've never seen in my life before. Like so for this to be happening, like it's interesting because some people probably deserve to get punched in their face on stage. Like so and karma happens the way it happens for a reason. Like so like it is I feel like it is getting out of control, but like it's just the right I'm waiting to see the right one. Um, how he been getting shitted on since his passing, like outside of like, cause that's what is really like. People just really been hating this man, for, like speaking his mind and speaking his truth. Exactly, that's what I'm on. Like so, Kevin Samuels, like I believe like he was doing his purpose. He was like when Dave Chappelle got attacked. Like, how could you prepare for that though? Like, do you want security just standing in front of the stage the whole time? Because then that messes up like low key, like just a. I mean, when you got in a what's the fucking the gyms called, the auditorium, not auditorium, but them big ass stages. Of course, they have security in front of those, but when you in the settings where the stage is like right next to the chairs, like do you want security standing in front of the whole time? Like that's gonna kind of fuck it up. Like so, and it's gonna make people not want to like say certain things. It's gonna make people want to like hold back. Like so, that's a big thing, like an issue for me. Like shit, because motherfuckers ain't gonna be able to be honest unless you talking about yourself. Then why would a motherfucker try to do something to you? Now, if you are talking about somebody else and they feel some type of way, like shit, I know there's probably been thousands of motherfuckers who was getting roasted at comedy shows and wanted to swing on the fucking comedian, just didn't have the guts to. Like so, for this to be happening now, like shit, it probably give motherfuckers more confidence to do the shit. Well, I'm saying, man, we could talk about. We could talk about Kevin Samuels. Like I said, for me, I felt like he came down here doing his purpose. Like so, yes, he probably stepped on a lot of people's toes, said some things like that was the truth. Like, but it wasn't like he was just shitting on women. Like he was doing that to men too. Like so, that just wasn't what was being put out there. It was a reason why that went viral because that was kind of like drawing that wedge between black men and women. Yeah, like so, I'm a person like that's. It's all about the facts. Like I see, he was speaking a lot of facts. Shout out to Curtis Reptile coming through for sure. Appreciate it. Like so, but yeah, I respect Kevin Samuels off the strength like he was speaking like facts. Like, cause the things that I heard him say or seen him say, like he was like I didn't see no lie. Like it wasn't he wasn't lying. Like so, most people want you to sugarcoat shit for the world. Fuck all that. The fuck I want to sugarcoat something for? I'm not your fucking daddy. And like you about to get this motherfucking truth, and if you don't want it, turn the shit off. Ain't nobody making you watch this. Ain't nobody tell them to get on his platform knowing that's exactly what he was gonna do. Like, so they knew he was gonna fucking hurt their feelings. Like, cause what the fuck else did they expect? Need more racial diversity among athletes in this country. Hey, I do believe it needs to be like more diversity in those sports. Even though I don't watch NASCAR like that, like I do know it's probably only one black dude that's known now. Like that's Bubba Watson, I think that's his name. But that nigga ain't even black, motherfucker white. They just added that motherfucker for whatever reason. But in it, I be seeing some black hockey players. They be banging too, like shit. Like 10. Hey, I respect it, Curtis. I don't know where he came from. Like I said, I fuck with Kevin off the strength of fucking him, like just telling the truth. Like, but and it's a shame that like they really fucking shitted on him when he died. Like off the strength, they made it a rumor first, said it made it seem like it wasn't real, and then like had people questioning it. Then the motherfucking women who was just shitting on him, like, God damn, motherfuckers, he really hurt your feeling like that? What he does, but I do not believe in his Islamic beliefs. And that's how it's supposed to be. Like, shit, we ain't gotta agree. I mean, like, you're not supposed to agree with everything somebody does. Like, it's supposed to be like some type of separation, something that separates me from you. Like, so I'm not. I'm definitely not an Islamic. I don't have those beliefs either. Like, but Uh, I do love people who are honest, like, and open and transparent. Like, so, like, if you bringing that, like, then that's all that matters. Like, low key. But ass blew up because they erased later. Charles, he calling you out, blew up. But I mean, I didn't feel like he was being race baiting. Like, but at the same time, like I said, black man, like it's kind of hard being a black man in America when the world sees black people on TV, media, internet, and like they're being made fun of. They're swinging on, fighting each other. Like it's crazy, like how like these past couple of weeks have been going, like just off the strength of like these high quality men. And that's what I want people to do. Speak what's on their mind. Say what's on your mind. Because the thought that come through and that you want to say it. Don't hold back. Like so, I don't. I can either answer or somebody else can answer or like whatever. But I didn't think you was like race baiting. Like so. But I do be. Some people probably be doing certain things and I just overlook it. Maybe she was doing something right. Exactly. Like you gotta be doing something right when the haters come. Like so. Like, you gotta be doing something right. So I expect blowback with what I do as I grow, like just off the strength, like shit. I'm not the average person. Exactly. And that's how exactly why I'm gonna bring like shit. I ain't picking sides on shit. Like let's just say what it is, how it is. Like, I mean, shit. You said there should be more white people in the NBA and NFL. I never cared about who played sports. Like shit. Never cared. Like shit. The fuck. White, black. If you play, if you good at it, do it. Like shit. Diversity is good, Charlie. I love fucking black people though. I love white people, Chinese. I love everybody. But I also hate people the same. Like, so that shit is equal. Like, it's a fucking love hate relationship. But I don't look. I'm not a person. Oh, I hate that term. I don't see color because of course you see the fucking color. But I'm a person like I tend. I'm more connected with your spirit. Like, so if your spirit is right, then it don't matter what color you is. That's true. But I never. Yeah, like I said, it's if we're gonna talk reincarnation, right? Because I believe in reincarnation. I've been white, black, Chinese, Haitian, fucking French, uh, Egyptian, Roman. I've been like all different type of races within like different lifetimes. Like, so it's impossible like for me to be racist because I've got a perspective on like every aspect. Like, so that's why it was never within me being racist. And then like when you check, I checked I did my DNA test on ancestry DNA, and like I have mixed race within my DNA. Like, so it's like what the fuck I look like being racist when like I got German within me or I got Irish in me. Like, so it's like ain't no fucking point of being fucking racist. We're definitely all human beings. Like, so, but some people they think otherwise. Like some people think, hey, we're the supreme race. People think otherwise, but it's definitely not about like race. It's about the DNA. I was watching a movie called Gattaca recently, and it was on probably Netflix. It's on Netflix. It's called Gattaca, and it was a dystopian movie. What's crazy is my wife watched it recently. She had it on TV, and I seen it when it first came out. The movie came out in 1997. I was 7 years old. This movie came on HBO every fucking day. Like, so I remember like two scenes in it, and it was like dealing with like him swimming against his brother. Like, but when I seen it on TV, her watching, I'm like, it started bringing back like nostalgia memory, and I had to go watch it for myself. And it was about in the future how he was saying how it used to be based off race, like that level of supremacy, whatever. But he said, but in that movie it was based off DNA. Like, so when he went into this room and it was like all the high people, like it wasn't just all white people. It showed it was more like black people in the room as well. Like, so when you start basing shit off the DNA, like what's in a motherfucker, you know, like shit, racist, that shit is all an illusion. Like, that shit is all an illusion. Like, so, can't hate on nobody. Like, that shit is fucking crazy. Cause you got something I don't, I got something you don't. We both got some certain similar things. Like, so it's all, most people just need to be happy with what they got. Like, but I got less than 10%. Well, I say I got 10% like uh, white in me. You know, like I said, that's including Irish, German, United Kingdom. Like, so it's a little bit like compared to like the African DNA I have within me. Like, so motherfuckers could have been raped or what? I don't know, but it wasn't like prominent in my fucking blood. Like, so, but I'm still okay with fucking having white in me. Like, what the fuck I look like hating myself. 100% right on that one, Anthony. Like, shit, music is like basically the soundtrack to my Nipsey Hussle music is like the soundtrack to my life. Yeah, I doubt there's any pure people out there. Like, that shit is an illusion. Like, so. Fucking, I just posted a video with fucking Marlon Wayans, yeah, with him and his long lost cousin who was Irish, and like he's like white, and Marlon Wayans like got 27% Irish in him, like so. It's like shit. We all literally mixed, connected, and like it don't matter like skin color or not, like culture. It don't matter like shit. We all connected. Like so, motherfuckers just need to understand that like shit. Ain't nobody better than the next. Cause like I said, it's you got some gifts that I don't. I got some shit you don't. Like you just need to focus on what makes you the best version of you. Like shit. Stop looking on the outside of you. That's true. Like shit. Honestly, ain't no fucking boundaries in this bitch. Low key. Like, shit. I'm telling you. I got brothers that's white, military, like that's way more connected to me than like people that's blood family. Like, so I'm like, this shit is low key, like all fake. Like, it'd be like your family be your true enemies, the ones that's blood be your true enemies, and then like you gotta find your real family, like just by going through life. Like, so it should be crazy. And not just family, but like just like surrounding like people you grew up with, like shit, just your environment that be like the shit that's meant to hold you back. But once you like step out on faith and go into the world, then that's when you start connecting with your true family and shit. Like so, me, people be like blood ain't thicker than water, but I'm like I'm telling you, that blood can be like corrupted, toxic, and if you don't let that shit go, like they'll take your ass down with them, like so, or you would never be able to flourish in life, like by keeping certain individuals around you, like so. For me, I've always been quick to let a motherfucker go, especially if they wasn't serving my highest good, like so. I mean, most of the time that's family, cause that be the biggest obstacle for telling you relationships. Even if you got kids, your kids could be your karmic partner. As they get older, they'll be like there to like truly distract you from like being your highest self. Like, should be crazy. So, what is my daughter crying whining for? What, what else are we talking about? But Dave Chappelle, I haven't clicked on the video, but can anybody confirm that the dude say why did he attack Dave Chappelle? Because I seen the video said I didn't see the video, but I just seen the title. Saying he said why, but I didn't watch the video. Yep, that's true. The people that was here in your past life, like they're here today, and that's like your soul family. They fucked him up bad. Like, so, yep, that's how that be. I'm telling you, family is truly there to hold you back, keep you stuck. Yeah, shit. If you don't break out of that cycle, shit, you bound to literally stay stuck. Like, and most people like, oh, but that's my mom, that's my dad, that's my brother. Fuck that shit. Cut their ass off. If you know it's toxic. Like if you know they're not trying to help you evolve to your best self. If you know they're talking about you, like trying to make you look bad, like cut their ass off. Like the fuck, you'll be able to fly and flourish without them way more. I'm telling you, money will start flowing in, like opportunities and blessings start popping up. Like shit. Let's look on to the days. That's true, Charlie. Every race has been enslaved at some point in time. The first people who were enslaving people were Moors, and they was like enslaving like the Spaniards, Europeans, and stuff. Like so, and those were black people. The Moors were black people. Like so, that karma came back when it was flipped. So, we definitely all have been slaves. Slavery is still prominent today with a fucking 9 to 5 job. Like that's the equivalent to slavery because they're paying people pennies while these board members and CEOs is getting millions, and it's probably like 10 of them. Like, so. Definitely got what he deserved. Like I didn't know Dave Chappelle was kind of mad about that, but I mean, shit could have been totally different. He could have had the knife out. Like to have a weapon on him in that place, I'm pretty sure that's a felony right there. I haven't heard of Tom McDonald. Who's that? Slavery definitely got sophisticated. Like, shit, through prisons, through jobs, like anything that's sent to distract you from chasing your dream or being your highest self, that shit is a motherfucking slavery. Social media slavery. Motherfuckers spend hours out their day never doing shit, amounting nothing to nothing, and just wasting their time and data on their phone. That's slavery. Like, so maximize like the shit that you got to help you in life. Your phone can get you rich. Like if you know how to use it correctly instead of just scrolling, your phone can get you rich. Like and you don't need nothing else. Like so I tell people all the time, shit, what is your guess? What are you good at? What do you love? Cause if you don't know that, if you ain't got that question, you definitely just gonna be a slave to somebody else's dream. Like, cause this shit is like, oh, y'all can get rich and wealthy. That ain't just slapping your flower ass shit. Capitalism enslaves us all. That's why you gotta be the person who creates. Like, so, man, you gotta be the person who can't keep being a consumer. Like, shit. It's nine. I think it's 80. Wait, how that percentage go? I think it's like 85% of people are the consumer. Then you got 10% are the creators, and then you got 5% of the people who try to expose like certain shit. It goes somehow. I can't think of it. Can't think of how that shit go. Requires 3 years of experience. That's why you gotta create your own fucking business. You gotta be an entrepreneur, like so, cause you don't need no experience. You do not need no fucking experience. Then you can hire people and make them give them requirements. What it is like, we can't truly do. I mean, we could do things like one by one, like, but we can't do shit together. Like as you can see that, like motherfuckers cannot do shit together. Like so. But I do agree. Like we do need to do something off the strength of like you need to change within first, and then that's how you change the world on the outside. But of course, I do think like we all need like a team. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Like shit, we could use a team. Nobody could do it on their own. Like, but it's hard. Like, come on, Jesus had 12 people and like what? Like even he was betrayed. God damn it. Like so, just to find you probably I say you probably need 3 or 4 people. That's all who you truly need. 3 or 4 people. Yeah, I mean, shit. Anthony on some revolt shit. Take this shit back. Alright. But even if black people was to take anything back, what would they do with it? Like, they would just corrupt it within itself. It's like I'm telling you, this shit is crazy. Cause motherfuckers already been programmed. Like shit, motherfuckers already been like, it's been a wrap. Like this shit is. how black people have been programmed and like made to think and move and operate. Like that shit. You do not want a fucking group of motherfuckers. But that's what I say. You can do that shit on your own. Inspire the world on your own. Well, not inspire the world, but just inspire your surrounding and your circle. That's what it's about. Like, I don't need to change the world. I just need to change the motherfuckers who are around me. And then they can change the motherfuckers around them. And then, like, that fucking butterfly effect. But motherfuckers need to start having dreams like Martin Luther King. Shit, he had his dream came true, but that shit was even wrote. Motherfucker didn't even write that shit. Somebody else wrote that shit. God damn. I wonder whose dream was Martin Luther King manifesting, because it damn sure wasn't his dream. Martin Luther King, he was fucking white bitches too. Like, shit, he was cheating on Coretta Scott King, low key. I mean, but she knew it. Like, so. Somebody try to hug a random motherfucker, they probably slap the shit out of you. Shit. But I get you though, Alan. For real. This world could use a fucking hug. Motherfuckers just be too fucking too too emotionless. I said, Mom, I don't fucking trust that. I mean, I got my kids. Of course, I can always give them a hug and shit. But I fuck with. I never was a fan of like MLK low key. Like I never fucked with him like that. Even as a kid, it was like some of my just didn't like. I just didn't connect with him. That's what I was really on doing. That's true, 100% true. But like it was just I don't know. It was just something like I never like seen him as a hero. I felt like he just let people walk over him. It's just prejudice. Man, I didn't know. I didn't think it was prejudice. See, you said Malcolm X too, was it? There with the government? Shit. I mean, it's hard to it's hard to say not say like if they was or not like shit. Cause why are they known? Like it's like why are they known? Like why was they put on in the spotlight? I mean, like it's kind of hard to like say a person is a good person, like, or like if they a good leader or what, cause we don't know who the fuck or like we don't know who is giving them a check or what. Like we don't. It's too much shit hidden. Literally, it's too much shit hidden. But we can't knock them though, right? Like we can't knock them. We all humans. Like we all go through this fucked up world. Like so, some person had to like conform to some shit or did some shit low key. Like hey, they did what they had to do, right, to get them in a position like they was known forever. Like, but I mean, I'm just trying to do this shit right. Like I'm trying to do this shit without no fucking like motherfuckers trying to throw dirt on me and shit, trying to make lies and shit. I mean, people already be lying. Can never get out of that shit. But exactly, like when they done with motherfucker, they like, hey, we don't need you no more. And you know too much information, so we gotta take you out. Like so, that shit spooky. Okay. And then if you don't fucking wanna like be on the team, they'll try to take you off the back. Like, goddamn, now you're an enemy. Like, damn, how the fuck you play the game? What's the right answer, right? Well, I know, no, we're not supposed to live forever. Like, we're not supposed to live forever. So when it's my time to go, fuck it, it's my time to go. The fuck, I ain't conforming to shit. Yeah. Now, the shit kind of, if I kind of agree with it, low key, the shit is like some Illuminati shit, and I don't know, like, if I agree with the shit, then and it makes perfect sense, then then it would be, of course, no issue for me to go along with something that I agree with. But if it's something I don't agree with, you're not gonna get me to fucking go with that shit. So you getting bigger than experience. And true, that definitely ruffles a lot of feathers. Damn, that's what's up. Shit. I didn't grow up, hold on, let me see if I can cut on the light. Why is my baby crying? My baby always crying for some reason. Might be a little dark in here. My light just went out. Hold on, y'all. Alright, that's better. Now we're just gonna be in the dark. I would like to visit Europe. Oh yeah, I want to visit Europe too. Charlie, I always wanted to be an exchange student or have an exchange student growing up in my house, but they wasn't having that shit in the hood. Fuck that. We ain't never get to do no shit like no fun shit like that in black people's fucking environment. But I did join the military and I got to experience like just going to different places. I've been to Italy, Jordan, Afghanistan. What else I've been? Kangistan, Germany. Like, so I've been a few places. Hey, shout out to you, Alan, coming through. Good night. Appreciate you coming through. But yeah, I've been a few places, but there's still a lot more places I want to go. I always wanted to go to what's the fucking place called that the red light district is on? Damn, what is it? New Amsterdam. I always wanted to visit New Amsterdam. First, I used to want to go for the weed. Then, like, they started making weed legal in the United States. So I'm like, ain't no fucking point in going out the country just to smoke. But came along. The United States came a long way as far as weed. They still need to make that shit like a federal law where it's fucking legal. But weed used to be fucking legal all the fucking way, illegal all the way. But yeah, R.I.P. Kevin Samuels though. Definitely was a legend. Shit, within the fucking 2 years he was known, I gotta give my heads off to the man. Like shit, he definitely made a name for himself, and he didn't. Like you can tell, motherfucker ain't have to sell his soul. A lot, yeah, people probably called him gay, like, but at the same time, gay. If a man is gay or not, woman is lesbian or not, it don't fucking matter. Like that shit don't fucking matter as long as you fucking telling the truth, giving game. Like that's all the fuck matters. You look good. Damn, man. Stepping on my shit.
My foot had hit it.
Your foot hit it or you stepped on it?
My foot hit it.
Nah. You look good. You gonna let the camera see? Dang, you rude. I gotta bend down. I gotta bend down or something. They see me. Yeah, she about to leave me and go to a pool party.
Me.
She's going to a pool party with my cousin. Just don't leave me with the kids. I'm here with y'all. That's all that matters. Bae wasn't no big fan of fucking Kevin Samuels.
I don't know, I just didn't watch his content. Like I don't.
Yeah, because he wasn't talking to you.
Yeah.
He said, don't let her go. Wait, she better not let me go.
His content, wasn't no reason for me to watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. See, the women who
but of course I was saddened to hear about his death. Like, dang, it was just so sudden because it seemed like I just started hearing about him and seeing him, and I'm like, hey, he passed all of a sudden. So it was. But I just didn't like the fact that I was seeing people celebrate his death. That was mind-boggling to me. Like, you guys are excited because someone died.
But you know you're supposed to be excited, but not in that way. Like you're not supposed to be in that way.
I know you're supposed to rejoice when someone passes because they're gone to someplace better. But these people were like excited, like, ooh, okay, keep that energy that way, please, because I don't ever want to be that excited about somebody dying. But I guess. But that's all I gotta say on it. But oh well.
What about the Dave Chappelle?
Dave Chappelle did, yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I low-key need to learn the Constitution. I suck at that shit. That's probably why I ain't went into politics yet, because I'm like, I suck at learning. I don't know the law like nothing. That's why I abide by that motherfucker.
Well, Twinkle's on her way, she had to turn back around. But
should have told her, never mind then.
I didn't get dressed. I'm going somewhere. I'm going somewhere.
In the backyard. So?
Look at Naya. In the background.
Exactly. Nah, you can go.
And the pickle.
Yeah, it's definitely never too late to learn.
As long as you're alive. You have to, to get your citizenship, you have to know all of that. Yeah. Those people like 50, 60-year-olds.
I wonder, can they cheat on the test? Like a woman is the way.
Oh, excuse me. Got the hiccups. I'm growing, y'all. I'm growing.
I mean, it gotta be. It's always a way to cheat. Especially during the pandemic. You know, they probably had
it was like shortened. Yeah.
Definitely, they probably wasn't doing it in person. Oh, look, I cheated to get in the United States.
All right, come on. You want to go upstairs? You ready to put you to sleep? Mama? You want me to put her to sleep?
Yeah. I do think every country on the earth come on. Oh man. Honestly, America is like a mutt A mud country. Can you bring me a pop?
A pop.
Yeah, it's so mixed with so many different fucking What, you want to put my daughter to sleep, Anthony? Kind of weird shit is that?
You should get what I said correctly.
What?
Put six of my pops and six of your pops in there. Yeah.
Shit, no, she asked you. Oh, yeah.
So you smell it into a phone?
No, I didn't see it. Which one is y'all going to?
It's a reggae pool party. It's on the strip. It's a rooftop.
Address? Nah, that they have.
I think
they got
Nelly
some-
there, or it was somebody gonna be there tonight.
Better not see no videos of you on stage now. After divorce your ass.
Whatever.
Just imagine just shit popping up on YouTube.
No, hush. You already know I'm not even like that anyway.
Oh,
I'm
well.
silly,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, make sure y'all. Motherfucking Drake over there fucking following people's wives and shit. Y'all think he gonna fly her out? That dude's her husband like if Drake fly her out and say up is have fun while it lasted. Pitchfork for Drake. Hey, I ain't worried about Drake. This video delayed as fuck. Can you fast forward it? Like fast forward it to the end. Yeah, that's my sweetheart. Me and her went to high school together. We didn't date in high school though. I always had eyes on her though. I manifested her. Definitely get everything I want. I'm responding to shit you said 10 minutes ago. Well, I must have assumed that wasn't 10 minutes ago. So, I wonder, is my shit still lagging? Is it lagging for everybody or is it just Charlie? Maybe that's my sign to get off. It ain't even been 2 hours though yet. I ain't been on live in 2 hours in a minute. Am I lagging to anybody? Can y'all give it at least a thumbs up if y'all like heard it just not heard me say thumbs up. Okay, like it's just Charlie behind there. He probably was leaving the live and kept coming back, so he probably got you behind. But, you know, like it's gonna be some more people that pass away this year that's gonna catch people off guard. But the type of response though, that shit blew me with Kevin Samuels though, cause I'm a person with my beliefs. I know you're supposed to celebrate someone in the transition, but not that way. Like that shit kind of blew my fucking head the way they was doing that shit. And then some people like it was spiritual. It was the divine feminine that killed Kevin Samuels because he was talking about all these women, these black women. I'm like, but he was telling the truth. So why would the divine feminine like murder somebody who's like just being honest? Like, nah, some of these people need to hear that shit. But yeah, they feelings was hurt, so they probably did voodoo on the motherfucker. Like, probably had them stop his heart, some shit. That shit is real. Black magic is very fucking real. And you piss off the wrong person, oh yeah, they can stop your heart for sure. But I think it was just his time to go. Like, it was just his time to check out. He did. Pretty sure he made a lot of fucking spiritual enemies. Like, so I wouldn't be surprised if bitches didn't have motherfucking voodoo dolls and type of shit. Like his pictures and fucking like, I can just imagine the shit that women was trying to like, how they was trying to spiritually attack him. Like so, you gotta. Obviously, you're doing something right if you're pissing people off. Like, you gotta be doing something fucking right. Like that's the way I look at it. Like shit, for them to hate him that much to drag him in death, and he didn't give it no fucking time. They thought it was first. It was just a rumor. They was started dragging him at the goddamn jail. I'm like, damn, it's fucked up. So people saying he deserved that, but I'm like, shit, yeah, motherfuckers was something on another level. Yeah, so what I mean, I feel like it was his time to go though. Like, we all got an expiration date. How you go, it really don't matter how you go. Like shit, some people gonna die cardiac arrest. Some people gonna die like somebody murdered them. Some people gonna die gunshot, like whatever. So we all gonna die in a different way. Shit, nobody's exempt from death. So once you check out, is he was 56, I think. That's not one of those murder numbers. Like when you look into gematria and stuff like that, 56 is not one of those numbers they use. Like so, I'm into that shit too. Like it didn't feel like it was it didn't feel like it was a murder to me. It didn't feel like a sacrifice. How he was dragged in death, I felt like that was like the more of the plan. Talk about Kevin Samuels. He was 56 years old when he died. I mean, 56. That's half a century old. Like, come on, he lived a life. Like, how long do you expect a motherfucker to live? Like, of course, nobody didn't expect it. Came as shock, but almost every death comes as a shock. People didn't expect Kobe to die. People didn't expect Nipsey to get killed. People didn't expect like none of those deaths. We didn't see that coming. Like so, but it was just the way they dragged him in. Like usually, Chicago does that. Like the gangs out there, like they be smoking on, like they be saying they be smoking on packs and shit, or they ops and shit. So it's like basically women took a page out of the drill shit in Chicago and started like slamming fucking Kevin Samuels, cause it's nothing new for them to do. Like that's nothing new for me seeing like somebody getting dragged in death. Like so, but on just the level it was like that, he was he's seemed to be bigger than the fucking Chicago rappers. Like so, the way they did that shit, like it was truly on a national scale. When they be dragging when rappers and shit be saying that shit ain't national. The world don't ain't paying attention to Chicago. Like so, I mean, but the world probably wasn't paying attention to Kevin Samuels, but the way that seemed like that shit happened, like, I'm like, God damn, that shit was everywhere. Like, everybody had an opinion on it. Big Tom McDonald, welcome to the system. Is that a YouTube video? You need to explain who Tom McDonald is, though, because this is the second time you mentioned him, Charlie. How many of y'all heard of fucking Bobby Hemmett, though? That's somebody y'all need to check out. Bobby Hemmett. Blow your mind on some information. Question is, do I need to get off the line? My boss, because he's not quiet. I mean, like, it was times where he just motherfucking, like, clicked the motherfucker off that bitch, too. Like, shit. So, I mean, like, he was I wouldn't call it, I wouldn't say he was well, I would say he was a manipulator, but not in the sense of, like, an evil term. Like, it was just like he was able to maneuver and manipulate the situation to how he wanted it to go. But not saying, like, he was manipulating people. Like, so those words is like get tricky, like because I don't want to seem like I'm calling him like a narcissist or nothing. Like I didn't take that from him. Most people seen him as like a narcissist. I seen him as like just an older gentleman who like figured some shit out, like how women are. Like he was just exposing that shit. Talking about Kevin Samuels. He must want you to say it, Anthony. But yeah, we talking about Kevin Samuels. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button if you haven't hit it already. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I really appreciate it. Hit the thumbs up. I mean, we'll subscribe. But yeah, it's a lot been going on with these black people or black men in the past fucking couple of weeks. Yeah, like he lived a lifetime. Like he lived a life. Mm. If I lived to like 56 or like just like anywhere like older than fucking 30, my 30s, and I was to get took out, I wouldn't give a fuck, low key. I done lived long enough. The fuck I need to keep experiencing fucking these 365 days a fucking year. Ain't nothing fucking new to see. Ain't nothing new to experience on this fucking planet. As far as I'm concerned, this motherfucker's about to end soon. Like so. I'm not trying to be here when the fucking end of the world happens. So motherfuckers want to live forever, not me. Like shit. When it's my time to go, I'll be happy to go. But I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to leave this bitch earlier, or I'm not trying to stay longer. Like so, when it's my time to check out, I'm out. Like so, whenever the clock strikes 12, your boys saying adios, amigos. And y'all would never see me again. For real. Well, of course you'll probably see if you watch my videos, but the flesh part of me would be done. Alright, shout out to Charlie. I'm probably about to end this live too, so. But it's still 9 people in here, like it's still like a few people in here. But it ain't like everybody's talking. So this is like getting my watch time hours up. Like I'm almost, literally, I'm almost low key monetized. Like within a couple hundred more watch time hours, and we there. Yeah, Charlie never mentioned who Tom McDonald was. He just said he was gonna exit. He just said he gonna leave it up to us to research who the fuck that is. But shit, hey, I respect it. I want people. I tell people all the time, do your own research. Shit, yeah, motherfuckers sound good. Make sure you do your own research. I think so. Shit, it was a cool night. Probably gonna go upstairs. I watched Scary Movie yesterday. I don't know what made me watch that shit, but need to watch something that's gonna put me to sleep. I'm definitely tired as fuck. I ain't even tired. It's just like shit. I'm just ready to close my eyes. Like once it get dark outside, I'm ready to get in bed. Like I'm not one of them people who like when it get dark outside, I'll be watching TV for hours before I go to sleep. No, soon as I lay in the bed, it, I'm about to go to sleep. Like so, shit. I be knocked the fuck out early as fuck. I be up early as fuck. Like I'm usually up like at 5 a.m. Like so I gotta be up early because West Coast, like we 3 hours behind compared to East Coast. Like so if I want to be up with motherfuckers who up in New York, I gotta be up early. Like so, I mean this all mental. I don't gotta get up when they fucking get up, but still, I don't know. I could never sleep fucking to 11, 12 o'clock. I couldn't even. Yeah, I could never sleep to 11 to 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Like the fuck, that shit is crazy. I would love to be able to sleep that much, but I never could. Like I'd be up when the fucking sun up or before the sun up. So it's cool though. Like, I just need to utilize my time in the right way, in the right form of fashion, so we can monetize it all. Like you want to monetize all the hours you're alive, and not just by working a job, but just getting paid off like your mind, your intelligence, your intellect, whatever the fuck your ideas. Get paid off your fucking ideas. Yeah, like shit. I be wanting to stay asleep. That shit just don't work for me. $400 a month apartment in Las Vegas. The rent just went up, like so. You could probably find like a roommate, but shit, that's even I don't know. We definitely got to do something for the homeless. Definitely wouldn't mind doing that. But 400 a month in Vegas, that's yeah. Inflation went up, so that's gonna be. I ain't gonna say it's impossible, but you definitely not gonna find it in the area you want to be in. Like so, but Vegas is a place like you want to be, low key. Like this is, it's better than just like any place I ever lived. It's damn near better than any place I feel like I ever been to, like visited. I mean, Italy was dope. I probably guess because I don't know, it was different. Like everything was just different out there. But at the same time, when I compare Vegas to like the places I've lived and like traveled, like Vegas is up there. Like it's up there. It's one of them places you just gotta visit. Like you can't just not come to Vegas. Like this shit is. I'm glad I made that move like 4 years ago. This shit definitely changed my life for the better. Been to Paris. I haven't been to Paris. I've been to Germany though, but I haven't been to Paris yet. But I have been to the Paris out here in Vegas, so it's a hotel called the Paris, and I stayed there. Nice hotel, And then they got the Eiffel Tower on the outside of the hotel. Like, so shit. If you go to Vegas, you get to experience New York, Paris, like Rome, like all these different hotels got different type of experiences within them. So you gonna fucking get an experience of a lifetime out here. Yeah, but I've definitely been to Germany. Definitely all Vegas is a place that's all in one. Totally. I'm not into. I'm yeah. I'm not into sports betting. I would probably did one sports bet in my life. So I feel like if I was to study it, then I'd probably be good at it because I know it's all a science to it. But I just haven't never like just. I'm not into betting my money on other people. Like I'd rather bet that shit on myself. Like I don't even gamble. Like so, most people come to Vegas and they gamble all their money, lose everything. I don't. I probably go to the casinos out here probably like once or twice a year, if that. Like so, never been into like gambling. Like, but I do take chances in life though, so I gamble in life, but I don't gamble with my money. Like so, if you can fucking, it's good to start betting. Exactly, like I just know like the odds ain't in my favor. It's like, I'm good. Gamble. Yeah. Now, that if I feel my intuition is telling me to go gamble, I'll go. Like that's the only way I'm gonna go. Like if I feel like guided to go gamble. Other than that, I ain't going nowhere. Why don't you be barking? She sleep. It sound like Twinkle's outside. And I just heard somebody car. But gambling is not my thing. My grandma used to gamble. My grandmother raised me. She used to just gamble. She would leave. She would go to work at like 5 o'clock in the morning, get off around like 4 in the afternoon, go straight to the casino. Like and sometimes didn't come home. Like so, and she was losing money. Like so, I'm like, fuck, I damn sure ain't gonna do that shit. Fuck all that. So, but I've gambled low key in the stock market. Like I've lost bread in crypto. It's like options, puts. I've lost some bread now, and I wasn't even at the casino. Like so, shit. Man. You see what my keys at? Right here, but they ain't got the house key on it.
Where my keys at?
Is they still in the?
I just came from.
What did they have? Was they in your pants pocket you had on?
I'm going all the way back upstairs. Oh, no, I know it. I know it. Look on the carrier bag.
Fuck, somebody just messaged me. Like my cousin. But yeah, my wife about to go to her little pool party. Yeah, Vegas is a place you can do everything you want. Like, shit, the fuck? You can be who you wanna be. You can do what you wanna do, say what you wanna say. And it's so diverse out here. Like, shit, you can find like there's so many things you can get into in Vegas, but you can get in a lot of trouble if you don't fuck it. If you're not disciplined enough, but definitely no taxes in Vegas. You got my card, my credit card.
Yes, I did.
Drinks is on me, not the homegirls.
Okay.
Not the homegirls.
Drinks on me.
You stay here outside? Cause somebody just messaged me on Facebook.
No. She got my number. What is my phone?
Can't be insecure. That's what man, most men like they be insecure. Like shit. I know my wife is fine. Like shit. I ain't about to be like, no, you can't go nowhere without me.
Be extra.
Yeah.
You so silly. I don't want to be too extra.
But
Nah, that's doing too much. I got my ring on. I got my ring.
and just make sure when they go out, hey, you know. You know what your last name is now. And I had to tell her I won't be hitting her up the whole night.
Yeah, he don't bother me. I don't bother you when you go out. He don't bother me when I go out. But I do when we do be wanting to come home.
Yeah.
Normal.
When I go out, I'm out like shit for an hour. I'm ready to go back home now. Exactly. Oh, I'm like she know I'm tapped in. Like I know. But ain't no point in me being insecure. Like shit, I already know who the fuck I am. Like, shit. I'm the man.
Knocked all the doors for you.
Oh, shit.
You said what?
Was it the garage door?
Not the actual garage door.
Did the big carrot call his Philly?
They did already 8 for the night.
You wanna hit it?
That's what I'm about to take this.
Might as well give me some too.
You about to go to sleep. Are you gonna stay up for me?
Hell no. You ain't driving.
I'm not.
Like shit, I ain't no telling when you gonna be back. Cause you know as soon as I get off and I get in bed,
Yeah.
I be trying to stay up. That shit, like my eyes is like dreamy time. I love dreaming. I love going to. I low key love to sleep. Like I just can't stay asleep. That's the crazy part about it. I can't remember my dreams. Sometimes I can remember like overall.
Yeah,
Yep.
this shit hard as
Yep.
hell over here. I mean. My hands probably greasy.
But make sure I hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. What that one taste? You haven't tasted it already?
It's good.
Now, like if y'all come out here to the dispensaries out here, get the fucking drinks, the THC. You took
Yeah,
2
the
sips?
Yeah, I took 2.
She about to be high as hell.
The elixir, the sips.
That might probably only like $15. But if you drink that that whole thing in one sitting, like
You high.
it's like oh my god.
You're gonna be stuck for 3 days.
I wouldn't. She just had like 2 sips, like so. She probably gonna be messaging me. She gonna be ready to go home. You gonna be ready to come home. Like, you ain't. Well, it's a good thing you didn't drive. Like,
Yeah.
so it ain't on you to drive.
And you know, I don't drink like that, so if I do drink, it's a whiskey sour sour.
Yesterday. Oh yeah, I need to. There's some herbs out there that can help you remember your dreams or crystals. Just gotta get them.
Oh yeah, you used to sleep with a crystal under your bed,
Yeah.
under your pillow.
That's what I need to go. I need to go to the crystal shop.
Metaphysical
So,
store.
yeah, for metaphysical. Yeah, they got crystal stores too.
Yeah, the way
And it don't be a metaphysical store. So, definitely, this might definitely help me dream. I mean, help me remember my dreams. But, hey, we stayed on here for 2 hours tonight. Sometimes I wake up and sweat because the dream felt real. I woke up in, I ain't gonna say I woke up in sweats, but there's times I woke up in dreams like, that shit felt real as fuck. And I remember those, well, I don't remember them now, but I be having to write down the dreams. Or I'll text it to myself. If I can remember it to wake up and record my dreams, I just put it in my notes or I'll text it to myself. Like, so that's how I remember my dreams. Like, I have to immediately, like, write it down. Because if I think or do something, get on social media, that shit lost. I woke up crying in one dream and I was in Afghanistan. I fell asleep on post and my brother died in my dream and I woke up crying. Like I was super hurt. Like, oh, I thought that shit was real as fuck.
Oh man, which one?
See there?
Oh
Like,
man.
I'm like, that was in Afghanistan. So like I knew like dreams wasn't coming true. Cause
that camera don't work?
yeah, it worked. It's just not on. But yeah, that was in 2011 I had that dream. And then my little sister passed away in 2016, so that was like 5 years later. So yeah, that dream didn't come true. So,
You should let me use your charger while I wait for her.
no, my phone charger, huh?
It's something I might receive.
Is that the TV?
Yeah, it's not a hot TV.
You said hot TV? How that motherfucker just get on?
Because she probably rolled up on the remote.
TV got loud as fuck out of nowhere. Like, I had one dream, right? This is when I was in church. I think it was like, I said the year was like 2013. Like, and I felt, it was like, soon as I laid down and closed my eyes, I fell into the dream. And in the dream, it was like the devil was there. And like, it was like, it was crazy. It was so crazy to explain. It was like church people was there, the devil appeared. But it wasn't like a devil in like no physical devil. It was just like the I don't know. It's hard to explain. But as soon as I woke up, it was like only a couple minutes had went past. Like it was like as soon as I laid down, I fell into some type of portal that was like felt like hell. Then I came right back up out of it. I'm like, oh shit, that shit was fucking crazy. And so like that was one of the scariest dreams I had. But when I was a child, it was one dream I had for like 7 days in a row. And what the dream was about, like, it was like, how can I explain? Well, I can explain it perfectly because shit, I remember it so fucking vivid. It happened every fucking day. It started off, I would go down a slide and I would enter out into like a sandbox, but it was like nothing but sun. Like it was like I went down a slide that was one of those tube slides, and it was like going into the tunnel in the end of the light. So when I ended up going through the light, I would be in this world where the world was full of zombies. Like everybody was a zombie. Like for the like first 6 days, like I was just running scared throughout my dream. Like and every day the dream started off the same, but that last day, it was like I kind of like overcame the fear, and like the world was basically saved. It was like I kind of like overcame like the whole fucking situation, and I never had that dream again. Like I was able to like go off in a space ship, and I was like jumping on this big old fucking trampoline that was like jello wise, and it was like I never had that dream again. The same dream hunts you like. Yeah, it was like it was it was crazy how that fucking dream. Yeah, it was hunting me. Like it was like I knew I was going to experience the dream because like it happened so. It happened like consistently back to back until like I finally overcame the fear in the dream. I'm like, I never experienced that shit again. Like, but it was like, yeah, it was like I woke up in my dream. It was like I wasn't afraid. Once I got over the fear, then it felt like everything went back to normal. Like, so I thought many of years of like, what the fuck that shit meant. Like, why did I keep having that dream? Like, and then it was sometime like I felt like I had got like an epiphany on why I had the dream, like what it meant or what it symbolized. But sometimes I'm like, damn, like still like, damn, why the fuck I had that dream that many times in a row? And like, and then I was like finally conquered the dream, and then it never happened again. Like so, but I used to be afraid to go to sleep because that shit was so scary. It was like everybody was zombie. Everybody who I knew, it wasn't like they was like dead zombies, but it was like they was just walking around zombies, like brainless, not going nowhere. And it was like I was the only person who was like just able like that wasn't like them, and like it was scary to me. And then like I said, once I woke. I mean, I didn't wake up in a dream, but it was like once I stopped being afraid of those zombies, it was like I was able to like save them from. It was like I woke them up. Basically, they wasn't zombies anymore. Like so, it's crazy. It probably was telling me my mission in life, like to wake people up from being zombies on this fucking planet. Like so, but yeah, for a week straight of that dream, it's like reincarnation. Like I said, I live multiple lives, multiple lifetimes. So multiple lifetimes, I probably didn't get it right. Well, I know sometimes I didn't get it right with waking people up with living out my purpose. But this is the lifetime where I'm finally going to get it right. And like, well, now when I'm gone, when I leave this planet, I get to go home. I get to go somewhere else. Like so, that's what I'm gonna take it as. Like shit, this is the one I get it right. Like so, just imagine, just imagine how bigger I'm gonna get because I'm living out my purpose. Like, I'm not trying to get famous. Like, I don't give a fuck about no fame, but I know that's what it comes with when you're fucking living. Like, when you living out your purpose. Yeah, true, true. And so, and I know I woke people up like in my surroundings, in my neighborhood, in my family. Like people woke up off the strength, like is because I woke up. So just imagine like people on fucking yeah, you right on YouTube who like shit probably getting exposed to me. So yeah, I'm doing my job, like for sure, definitely doing my job. That's why I be telling her, I'm like, you supposed to be on here. You supposed to be sitting in this seat. She was supposed to be on live tonight, getting ready.
And a good thing I wasn't, my child kept slipping. But
You would have put something
but
on.
I would have my robe on, of course, but you had got on there while I was in the shower, I think. So you didn't even give me the chance. Ooh, I thought I was gonna do my makeup and talk to the people.
You still could have did. You could have asked for the phone. I came upstairs, did I not?
Mad.
Yes, because she popped Angel knowing I was on live. I seen there was water on the floor.
Everywhere. The water everywhere. And she kept wanting to touch me with soap. Hello?
Hey, did you ready to come out? I'm like 4 minutes away.
Okay, yeah, I'm sitting by to go.
All right.
Okay. I'm sure I guess I'm already not coming.
Exactly. You said who?
So I guess I'm already not coming. She said, give me a call. She 4 minutes.
Well, it's gonna be like that tray, that switch off. He walking towards the house.
Oh,
With the
okay.
door open. Well, hopefully, if you're not coming, shit, you could have just.
But I done took the elixir, so you know I don't
Oh,
want to
yeah.
drive and doing
That should be your excuse to stay home.
that. I heard you.
But yeah, we definitely 33,000 deep on my YouTube channel. That's amazing. Like low key. Like that's. I mean, I knew I would get there one day because I knew like shit. I was always trying to manifest millions of subscribers. So of course you gotta reach like 33,000 to get there. But once I started like bringing my goals down, because I was shooting super high. Like once I started like focusing on like 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, like then those like it's more fulfilling to like accomplish that to where I'm shooting straight for a million, so a 33 don't even matter. Like yeah, like I don't even like acknowledge it. Like so I'm really now acknowledging like yeah, man, it's 33,000 people subscribe to my channel. So,
So it just passed.
like that's a whole city. Like literally, it's a whole city. Like so, gotta be doing something right, right? But that wasn't 4 minutes. So what you said? Be outside. Shit, her 4 minutes is 10 minutes. So,
You see, I'm watching, so.
but
Yeah.
we definitely came a long way. Definitely came a long way.
Look like that is, huh? No, that ain't her.
It's the weekend. Y'all actually came through today.
You said what, baby?
I'm talking about the live, like they came through.
Yeah, I was just looking at that.
I'm like, cause usually it don't be that.
It
Like,
don't be that many people. Oh, shit. Oh, many people. But it's still.
somebody just hoping your titty pop out. Somebody just trying to manifest that shit. I already know.
That's silly. I was debating on if I want to put the straps back on it. Might be bad.
I'm tell Twinkle like, nah, don't be trying to invite me to go on stage now. Knowing her little ratchet ass. My cousin is funny as hell. Like, would she be going out? Would she be drinking? Like, but that's her. I mean, she a Gemini. Like, so she funny as hell. What's up, people? Oh yeah, for sure. Like I was overlooking little towns like shit. Sometimes you said you're a Gemini. The Geminis are like Kanye, Tupac.
Dad, I mean, my mom was Gemini.
Was Biggie a Gemini? Nah, he probably wasn't. But it's a lot of Geminis out there. Like so.
Let's see how smooth it is.
Yeah, I'm like smooth. But, man, we almost monetized though. Like it's really about to be. I give it 2 weeks. 2 weeks before I monetize. So, birthday soon, man. Yeah, I mean, what's Gemini's?
Yeah, Gemini
is
is
it?
Gemini is June.
But it's the end of May.
June.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So Gemini season start what May 21st or May 20th, something like that.
I bet you.
Alright. Have fun. May 21st. May 21st. Yeah, I'm a Pisces, so. And my wife a Cancer, so we both water signs. That's why we kind of mesh well. But my ex-wife was a Scorpio. She was a water sign. I never fucking got there. Ooh, hell no. Fuck that shit again. Even though I ain't gotta worry about like finding nobody else. Like, if I can go back in the past, like I'd have avoided the fuck out of that. Told you I was right. I love you too. Take off your shoes. Yeah, but yeah, I'm about to end this live. I'm about to lay down. Probably. Nah, I ain't even about to say watch no TV because that shit. If I cut something on, my eyes just gonna fall right to sleep. But what about you? You for real, like shit. I done went through hell and back with a motherfucking Scorpio. Well, actually, I went to hell. I had to leave the motherfucking Scorpio there. Like shit, fuck all that shit. But I'm good. I'm in a better position now. Like so, what I went through in my past, like it was I was only meant to go through that. Like so, I can't blame nobody for what I went through. Like so, and I'm a way better person. Like so, and you go through what you go through. Like so, I know I'm making all that fucking noise. Like so, hey, thank you guys for tuning in and coming out tonight. I really appreciate it. If you haven't hit that like button, it's okay. I got 21. You ain't have to hit it. It's cool. But for those who did, really appreciate you. Really appreciate everybody for commenting. Those who comment, shout out to you, Anthony, coming through. There's a lot more people who came through. Blue Oak, he had to leave. Marvin Cage, shout out to you. Charlie Cox, shout out to him. Who else was in here tonight? Alan, Daniel, shout out to him coming through. Gotta give my shout outs. Brandon Recovery TV, shout out to B Dog coming through. YMCMB 83, shout out to him coming through. Outsider Anesthesia, shout out to them for coming through. Who else? Marcel Ferguson, shout out to him for coming through. John Burgon, shout out to him for coming through. If you want this shout out, make sure you hit that comment. E. Simon, shout out to him for coming through. These people probably ain't even here. Scenaria Stevens, shout out to her for coming through. Somebody was spitting game. Somebody left when she left. Like, I forgot. I remember when them saying when they said that shit. They sure stopped commenting. but yeah, shout out to everybody who came through tonight. Really appreciate it. We be back tomorrow probably.